Alrighty, time for another edition of Science Sunday. It is the last Sunday of January. That is kind of crazy.
We're already here.
Wow, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So in the past, and we've been doing Science Sunday for a very long time, we've done stuff with polymers.
Yes.
And we're going to do more fun with polymers.
Yeah,
All right.
so I'm going to use a very cool polymer and we're going to use another substance here to absorb oils.
Okay.
So we're going to take some substances and actually change the state that they're in using these substances.
Very cool.
So I have some oil here. This is mystery oil, and we're going to absorb this using our polymer. This polymer is actually designed to help clean up oil, like from oil spills or that's in liquid, or maybe if there's like a leak somewhere, this polymer can actually be used to plug it.
And clearly separation, oil and water.
Yes,
Yep.
yeah. So here's our polymer here, and I'm going to sprinkle some of this in the top, and it's going to start binding to that oil and start forming kind of like a matrix around it. So it forms this spongy solid. And again, it doesn't do it to the water, only the oil. And if we leave this sit for about 3 to 4 minutes, we get something that looks a little more like this. And I can actually, I'll do this gently, I can scoop this out as a whole solid.
It's like a puck.
Yeah, so look how clean the water is now. There was all that oil we needed to get out.
And what kind of polymer is that?
So the actually very cool thing about this is it's actually a protected recipe.
Okay.
So we don't actually know what's in it.
Oh, all right.
But it is designed to bind to different types of oils.
It's an important one. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Again, you got to think, right? Like that could be potentially very like financially gainful.
Yeah,
so.
Definitely. Proprietary.
Yeah, but maybe a perhaps more delicious way that we can absorb oil is
something you could do at home.
Yes.
All right.
With peanut butter.
All right, so we've got just traditional creamy peanut butter in this bowl.
In a little bowl there. And then I also gave you some tapioca maltodextrin, which is a very long word and very cool substance that is, if you look at it there, it's very light. It's
light, it's
very fluffy.
Like this, when it's full, is just 1 pound.
It's very, very light,
All right.
So if you pour some of that into the peanut butter and start to stir it.
Like how much am I pouring?
So you're gonna need about a by weight, 50/50 ratio, so it takes quite a bit.
Okay.
And you start to stir that in. It's gonna start to absorb all of the oils in the peanut butter.
Okay.
So this also works with Nutella, with coconut oil, olive oil, bacon fat, anything that has a high fat content.
Look at that, yeah.
So it starts to absorb that oil, and after a while, if you stir for long enough, you get something that looks like this. You get powdered peanut butter.
Powdered peanut butter, which is something that you can often see like in a health store, or even your grocery store, where you then can make, use it with protein shakes.
Yes, exactly, yeah. So if you've seen powdered protein, or powdered peanut butter, sorry, here's one way to make it yourself.
Where do people find tapioca maltodextrin?
I know, we have an insane amount of it. We actually use it with our teen program, but we find it online.
Okay.
I'm sure you might be able to find it in some specialty food stores, but we typically have to go online and order those kind of amounts.
Gotcha. Good to know. But so very neat, very effective uses.
Yeah, it's used in molecular gastronomy a lot. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Love fun with polymers. All right, so we should let folks know about something coming up a little bit down the line in February.
Yes, on the 18th, I believe.
Yes, it's a Thursday.
A Thursday, yes. From 6 to 7, we have a pay-as-you-wish program. It's a virtual science straight-up program.
Okay.
And it's about the persistence of race in scientific studies.
Okay.
So all about the importance of diversity in clinical trials and why this is something we need to think about.
All right, so when you say pay-as-you-wish, you go online, you register, and then you contribute as you feel fit to participate.
Absolutely, yeah, and we have some phenomenal speakers, so it should be a really interesting hour.
All right, Aoife, of course, thank you so much, and we'll see you for another edition of Science Sunday next weekend.